Okay, so let's go over it a little bit, well, not slower, but maybe in a little bit more detail. So I think the first one you did really well on. Okay, so we had 3a plus 2c equals 34. And then we had 2a plus 4c equals 36. Now, what that is actually saying, let's explain what that is. It's a simultaneous equation. But let's say you was going to the chippy, yeah? No, okay, to the groceries. And you wanted 3 apples plus 2 carrots. And that cost you £34. So that's from shop 1. Shop 2, you wanted 2 apples plus 4 carrots, but that cost you £36. So you can work out in which shop the apples were cheapest or in what shop the carrots were cheapest. And that's all it is. Okay. Let's do some background. So 3a actually just means 3 times something. Okay, and we don't know the price of that. And we're trying to find that out. 4e just means 4 times something. Okay, that's all that is. So if you had e equals, I don't know, 5, and a question said solve for e, therefore that is 4 times e is 5. 5, and that equals 20. But in a simultaneous equation, we don't know what the c or the a, we don't know the value of them. So working it out, we can find out what the value of c is and what the value of a is, or any other letter. Okay, so that's just a bit of background, but we do go into that in class, so don't worry about that. Right. So my method is slightly different than the elimination method. The elimination method is on the internet. You can find it, and you can also find this one. So we always start here. This is where we start. And as you did for the first one, and you got it perfectly correct, we start from here and we crisscross over. So 2 times 36 is 72, and always a minus, always, no matter what, okay? That goes there. Then we go here, 34 times 4 is 68, 136, 68. I'll just check because I've just woke up. 136, yeah. 136. Okay, so then that equals 28, 58, 64, but it's a minus. 72 minus 136. You're taking a bigger number away from a little number, so it's going to be negative. Okay, right, I'll just put a line there, and then we start from here again, here, and we crisscross over. 2 times 2 is 4, minus, always a minus, always a minus. And then we've got the 3 and the 4, which is minus 12. And that equals, again, 4 minus 12 will give you a minus 8. Okay. Now, again, some background knowledge. It is on one of my videos, and I will be singing it in class. But when we're working with negative and positive numbers, it is 1 sign, keep it, 2 signs, don't. Right, so when we're multiplying and dividing, the song is 1 sign, keep it, 2 signs, don't. Now here we've got two signs. We've got one there and one there. We've got a negative, negative. So let's think about the song. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. So negative 64 divided by negative 8. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. So I don't need them. We don't keep them. And then we just simply go 64 divided by 8 is 8. So yes, your answer equals 8. So we divided the first line by the second line. We looked at the signs and we've got it. Okay. When I'll do a little bit more on this. So if we had negative 7 times by 2, think about the song. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. I've only got one sign, so I'm going to keep it. Yeah, 7 times 2 is 14, so it's minus 14. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. Seems a really, really silly song, but most people will remember it once you get it in your head. So that was the first one. Then, so that gave us, now it's not C, it's actually the one we're not started with. So A equals 8. Now that is done. It's done. It's finished. Now we're going to find out what C is by using A equals 8, or you could do it this way. Let's rewrite it out. 3A plus 2C equals 34, and 2A plus 4C equals 36. Now, to find what C is, oh, I wanted to change colour. To find what C is, we can start here and go right across. So 34 times 2 is 68. Minus, always minus. We're doing exactly the same, but we're not starting from the middle now. We're starting from the end. And then we can go 3A, 36, 3, 9, 108. Okay, again, I'm just going to check that because I'm a bit tired today. Yeah, 108. Right? Remember, small, take away high. That's going to leave us minus 40. Right? Divided by, go back to your first denominator, which was minus 8. Okay, so if you set it out like this in your exam or in your initial assessment, yeah, it gives you a clear picture of what you're doing. One sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. I've got two signs here. But I've got two signs here, so it's negative 40 divided by this line here means to divide. Divided by minus 8 equals one sign, keep it. Two signs, don't. So 40 divided by 8 is 5. So C equals 5. Now you got that. Good. Now let's do the other one, right? Right, here we go. Right, let's go back to my black. Right, we had 5x plus y equals 11. And we had 3x minus y equals 9. We're going to start off exactly the same way, in the middle. Now, y on its own, how many y's can you see? One. So I could put a 1 there, just to help me out, just to remind myself. It's just one y. So we don't actually, when we've just got one of something, we don't put 1a, because 1a is the same as seeing a. What do you see? You see 1a. What do you see? 1a. Okay, so there's a little bit of a waste of a time putting a 1 there. Right, let's start off then. So we start here, remember? So 1 times 9 is 9. Negative, always. 11 times -1. We've got a negative here. And it's 11 times 1, so 11. Now, here we have 2 negatives together. 2 negatives make a positive. So it is 9 plus 11 is 20. So that's your important bit, okay? A negative and a negative make a positive. A positive and a positive make a positive. So if the signs are the same, we always end up it being good. It's a good thing. Okay? Right, so let's have a look. We're going to start from here. So let me change my colour. So 1 times 3 is 3, negative, always there, always there. 5 times -1 is -5. Becomes a positive again. So we've got 3 plus 5 is 8. And now we go 20 divided by 8 equals 2.5. If you're unsure on how to divide, okay, let's just do a quick division for you. So we don't need a calculator. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put a couple of zeros in case I need them. We always work in money. That to me is £20. Yeah. So I'm dividing that by 8. So 8s into 2s. Can't do that. 8 people will not fit in 2 shares. So that is 0. So that 2 now goes next door. Spider face. 8 into 20 goes 2, but that makes 16, not 20. So we're left with 4. So that 4 goes next door. 8 into 40 goes 5, 2.5. Okay, so that's how we do that. Sorry, my light's just gone off. I'll just turn it on. It's because I'm not moving about. That's that bit. Okay, right. Let's get rid of that background knowledge. Right, we're going to separate it just like you would. I'm going to separate that. I'm going to rewrite it. Remember, 5x plus what? I'm going to write 1y. It doesn't matter. 11, and I'm going to do 3x minus 1y equals 9. So we're going to start from here and right across. We already know that x equals 2.5. Don't forget, we're not finding this. We're finding the one that is at the beginning. Okay. So 11 times 3 is 33, always a minus. And 5 times 9 is 9, 18, 27, 35, 45. Don't forget, lowest take away highest, you're going to end up with a negative. You will end up with a negative, okay? You can't just say, you can't go that way. You can't just say 45 minus 33. You've got to go left to right, okay? Rid of that. And back up my colour. So 33 minus 45 is minus 12. Divided by, what's always divided by? And our second line is the denominator, which in this case is 8. Remember, that's plus 8. But we've never, ever shown the plus because it's just there. Okay. So hold on then. Negative 12 divided by 8. Oh, one sign, keep it. 2 signs don't. How many signs we got? 1. 1 sign. There's not a sign here. There is, but there isn't. Yeah. 1 sign, keep it. Got to keep it. So it's going to be a negative. 1 sign, keep it. 2 signs don't. So now we've kept it. So now we've got 12 divided by 8, which is negative 1.5. So that means y equals negative 1.5. Okay? So it's relatively easy, but it takes practice. It really does take practice. I hope you've looked at everything else on the list. If you've got a question, I have got my laptop with me and my writing pen. I am free a lot today, so if you need me to go over anything, wait until you've done everything and then list them and I can make another video. Okay? Hopefully that helps. I'm just going to do one more. Very, 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 very quickly, just so you know. So let's do, I have to think on top of my head here, 4a plus 3b equals 17, and 3a plus 2b equals 12. Right, just going to go a bit quicker. Okay. And you could have a go at doing this first. Pause the video and have a go and see what you get. And then, you know, if you get the same as me, you're there. Right. So pause the video now and then, yeah. Okay. Right. 3 times 5 times 24, 36 minus 17 times 2 is 34. And that gives me 36 minus 34 gives me 2. I'm going to divide that. Right, second line, I'll change colour. 3 times 3 is 9 minus, and 4 times 2 is 8. So that equals 1. 2 divided by 1 equals 2. So therefore A equals 2. Put that up there. Right, rewrite it. 4a plus 3b equals 17. 3a plus 2b equals 1. Right, start from this all the way across. 7, 14, 21, that equals 51. 17 times 3 is 51, minus, and 4 times 12 is 48, and that gives me 3. Divide. Why do I get my denominator for? I know. Use the same one. Okay, so that's 1. So 3 divided by 1. 3. So that B equals 3 divided by 1 equals 3. And my answers. So hopefully you've got the same answer as me, and hopefully it will start making a little bit of sense, okay? If you just got, you know, this far, brilliant, you know, but yeah, so that would be a smiley face from Michelle. There we go, my nose. Okay, so good luck. Take care. I'm going to stop the recording now. Bye.